Hey guys, Ryan Mchugh here with Apex Training and Trident Title. And today we are going to work on calculating your seller's closing costs with the Trident Title app. So if you don't have our app yet for whatever reason, reach out to Melissa Kidwell, Gabrielle Bryce, Dave Ward, Tracy Sender, or myself, Ryan Mchugh, and we will get you hooked up. But for now, let's learn about it. So when we click on the app, what we are going to do is we're going to slide on into the seller section of this. On the bottom, you're going to see seller, and we're going to head on in here and get working. So first thing we want to do is we want to calculate if there's any kind of loan or anything on the property. We're going to determine which kind that is, and we'll pick that right there. Then let's just say it's conventional. So we're going to go with whatever the sales price of the house is. So let's just say it's $300,000. Then the broker fee. This is the total commission, not one side, but whatever the total commission is. Then is there any repair? So let's just say the seller maybe is going to give a $3,000 credit for something that was found at inspection. And maybe under miscellaneous, there might be a $500 home warranty as well. So we're going to throw that in there. The real estate taxes, if you know the exact taxes, this is where you want to put that in. And if we click on it, we'll be able to change from dollar to percentage. If we don't know it, we can figure out what town by clicking on the RE tax. Whatever town it's in, we can figure out what the millage rate is. So let's just say we're in Jupiter today. Then the loan balance. So we want to ask our seller what him or her or they own on the house. So maybe it's $150,000 that they have left. And if we know what their interest rate is, this helps us to calculate much closer so that as they get closer to the closing date, we can be right on. So if we know that, throw it in there. If not, not the end of the world. It might be off just by a touch. Then we're going to go to closing date and pick when we think this thing is going to get closed. So let's just say it closes May 24th, 2020. Perfect. And reissue would be if there is a reissue credit for the title insurance. So when we're done, we're going to go down to compute and we'll hit compute. And what we're going to get is one fantastic little circle graph. And in that, we're going to see what the sales price is, which is the total circle in the little gray. Then the green is the balance, so how much they still owe on that mortgage. Then prorated taxes, so how much do they owe for their time that they spent in the house that year. Then we're going to go to closing costs. There's a breakdown of all that. And then what the seller's net is. So in this situation, the seller would net $120,643. Now, if we want to look into that in more detail, we're going to go down to detailed closing costs. And we'll be able to see a breakdown of what all those things are, all the way down to commission, interest, repairs, the miscellaneous that we put in there, which was home warranty, the city lien search, doc stamps, the estoppel fee for the HOA, a search fee, a closing fee, and whatever the owner's title policy is. Then we can go back, and if we made a mistake on anything or we need to change it, we can scroll down and be able to change any of those. Then we get a couple of great options. So number one is the multiple offers tool. So we could actually input that there's multiple offers coming in, and we can add these right here. Then we can go back to NetSheet, and then we can also go to holding costs. And this is really valuable for those sellers that want to hang on to it or want to take a little bit more. This shows every 3 months, 6 months that they hold the property, what's going on and how much extra it is costing them. So we're trying to get them to sell now, right? And we can go back to our NetSheet. And then last but not least, we have the option to export. So if we hit export, we can do a couple things. We can save this to our phone. We can open a title order, meaning you could send this right to us so we can get title open for you. We can text you a snapshot, or you can text it to your seller, or you have the option for send full report. Now, this is the one that I like because when you click on this, you get a bunch of great marketing options here. So you're going to see one little flyer here, and anytime you see the dots on the bottom, that means there's a couple that you can go through, and we can see some other ways to look at this thing, which is really great. So maybe I like this one, and then maybe I have a different language that a seller speaks, so I can actually click on the top on the languages and give them the option of whatever it is that they may speak. We have a lot of great languages in here. So once we're done with that, last but not least, we go up to the export button, and then we can actually send this out, and gives us the option to send it by text, email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, airdrop it, maybe for using a Mac, copy it to put it somewhere, save, a couple other options, or just save it right onto our phone. So hope this helps. Hope this helps you out in the field, work with your sellers and give them more value thanks to the fantastic Trident Title app.